So where this piece began was Salina had been commissioned by the APO to do a piece, and then she had this idea to bring me in, and so that's where the co-composition came from. My partner was pregnant at the time with our baby boy, who's 2.5 years old now. That's how the theme of this started, was let's celebrate our mums and the birthing of children, and that led to Papatūānuku as kind of a grand overview of what this is about. We worked together. At the time I was the composer in residence based in the Lilburn house. Salina was also ex-resident, I guess, and so we met there, and we spent some time together there, listening to all the different sounds from my taonga puoro. She recorded those, and then from there she created the orchestral sound around the taonga puoro. I don't think that's been done. Usually you come in after the piece has been created and then you've got to fit in, whereas this is part of why it's so seamless and naturally comes together. My compositions come from being in the nature and sitting in these spaces that I'm connected to, and just sitting there and playing and playing and playing and playing with and kind of co-composing with nature. That's how I get my composition. This is my first time I've worked with another composer and we've co-composed, and I know composition is usually a soul journey. I really appreciated that Salina was generous enough and could see a bigger vision for something to happen to create this piece of music. It's kind of well overdue in Aotearoa, New Zealand, to create a really uniquely Aotearoa sound, and I think it's been the biggest, most sort of heartwarming surprise is that there's just been people embracing it, and all of our people. For me, it's quite an emotional piece, so quite often in the piece, especially those kind of bigger, more emotional parts, I have to really try to stop myself because the tears well up, and that's also happened with the audience. People often cry and they just feel the emotion. They understand the importance of Papatūānuku and how that's connected to our mums and to women, and the importance of bringing through the next generations. And I'm always reminded, my grandmother would talk about, no one comes here onto Papatūānuku without coming through the portal of the mother. That's how we all arrive here. So I think there's a lot of bigger themes going on here that sort of support those ideas and feelings. How Salina's written it, because with taonga puoro, it's an improvised art form, so and I can't read sheet music, and to save my life, so she's left a lot of space there for me to be in the moment with the music and not necessarily do the exact same thing each time. And even in regards to what I'm singing about, I started to look into my Irish ancestry, and what I wanted to bring was both reo Māori and then the Gaelic language as well. So I had some of my Irish relatives help me write this Gaelic part, which I'm singing in both languages of my ancestors, and that's been a development that's just sort of popped in. These ideas pop in, and then there's space to be able to change it. So even from the time we first performed it to now, it's quite different. There's new elements added in, and ideas come, and then there's space to kind of create from there, which is really exciting. This is a real melding of two cultures, and I feel like in terms of a sort of like te tiriti practice of involving all people, and that's what this is really about. It's really a unifying kaupapa of kotahitanga, of bringing everyone together and experiencing that. So I'd say bring the family, and be a part of it, because it's it's for all of our people and all ages. I think can connect to this, and it'd be an awesome experience.